And here in San Antonio, like everyone's just so loving, and having that overflow into a parish and really living that is absolutely beautiful. From the staff to the pastor to every single person that sits in the pew, it's just so loving.
I think being active is just part of building community, and
Yes.
and that's what parish life is about. It's building a community where people can come to seek help and just rely on one another and build each other up.
The church is like a garden. It's big. It requires lots of people to tend and take care of it, and we only get so much of the garden that we're entrusted. And we're not gardeners of that garden forever. We're just the caretakers for a short time. When you think of it, our ministries are not just to keep for ourselves, but it's for us to tend, it's for us to cultivate and hand over to the next generation.
Sometimes right now, for a lot of us, we're just going through the motions of praying because we feel like we have to, going to mass because we know it's right, and like way deep down we want to, but both of us related to this feeling of apathy because it is so hard to want to participate in our lives when our lives are very different than what they are, than what they have been and what we want them to be and what we would make them if we could. But I would just say that it's okay to continue going through the motions because we know that that's what we should do until it becomes what we want to do again.
Well, I think one of the big blessings that I've been able to participate in is the assembly. People from all over the archdiocese, from many different languages and backgrounds of their faith and walks of life come to. Really, for me, the blessing in assembly is that it is a true gathering of cultures, of faith experiences, and of people who are seeking Jesus Christ.
The resources, the program of Archbishop Gustavo, the Quinto Encuentro, we've been doing in many ways how we can reach out to the people. We really go to the streets and letting them know how God loves them, and we as a church are here for them.
The Zoom meetings, and that helps simply because being out here in Kerrville, sometimes it is difficult to go to San Antonio for a meeting. So being able to view them or participate in them live, that was a big help.
I want to say thank you to all who have made our Deaf Faith Formation classes possible. I am very grateful that my faith formation classes have been accommodated for me and my deaf peers. It has made my learning experience about God meaningful and understandable.
Welcome everyone to this segment called Coffee and Ministry, a virtual dialogue on faith. I'm Peter Dutram, I'm the director of the Institute of Lay Ecclesial Ministry and Service in the Department of Pastoral Ministry of the Archdiocese of San Antonio.
So the life of Christ will impels us and give us whatever we need. And this is exciting. Leaders in the Church of San Antonio are willing to give their lives for the sake of the many. And that is a powerful statement. We need to listen more. We need to echo to what we listen and to let the Holy Spirit to inspire us the response needed.
With the elderly, they want a visitor, they want to receive communion, and when I take them communion, a lot of them are in their bed, and it's just, you can just see it on their faces that they're just so happy to be able to receive the Eucharist.
Something that kind of gets hard sometimes is because there is not a specific department set aside for youth ministry. I know it's combined with, I get so confused on all of y'all's departments and terms and who's in charge. And so I think that that's been kind of a challenge. It would be better if there was a specific department for youth ministry, or a department for younger age catechesis.
But part of what our struggle is that these men that are in prison, it's the guys like that I mentioned that can go back into the prison and let people know that they can have a good life on the outside. Our church won't let them go back into the prison now because they can't pass a background check.
I do feel the constant challenge in the U.S. is the challenge to resist this culture of consumerism and isolation and self-centeredness of this nation. And it feels very much like I put out a lot of energy just to resist it.
My greatest desire is to have ongoing catechesis for our catechists.
More retreats, even if it's just very short day retreats, because I think that as a young adult, it is very necessary to be pulled away from all of the worries, all of the anxieties, and to have only your sole focus on Christ and that pursuing that relationship with Him.
And anything we do in the culture of encounter that goes out, we are just doing what He did. We are imitating that which God did.
Even though in this situation, we may feel like there's what good can come out of this, there will be. God will absolutely come and visit us, His people.
I have every ounce of trust that the Lord is faithful and is walking with us through this crisis.
Ricky saying, trusting God, and Susan saying, I was literally just about to say that. Trusting God. Ricky says, God is there, and He's the one that's going to be able to guide us through, and ultimately He guides us through to His kingdom.
Never give up hope, and don't think you're alone. You are never alone. God is always with you. No matter what we do, He's not going to abandon you. He will never forsake you. He'll be with us to the end of the ages. He told us that.
Dios siempre ha estado con nosotros, no se olvida.
So no matter what diversity, our hope comes back from the Holy Spirit guiding us and bringing us back to the real purpose of our life.
Hope. This isn't a forever. This is right now. And to know that it'll pass. And
actually from the heart, talking to God, telling Him what's going on in our lives.
I believe that we're going to come through this crisis stronger than we went into it.